Welcome, welcome. This is Akai coming to you with another one. And if you're not already subscribed, that's all you got to do is hit the subscribe button so that you can get this information, get this content coming to you on a regular basis, and make sure that you like the video. What that does is that makes sure that the information gets to other people that actually also want this content. So you're actually helping them find it while they're trying to search for it. That's the purpose of it on YouTube. So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about domestic violence. And seeing as I used to be a prior clinician, I just wanted to kind of give a brief synopsis of what's going on. Okay, now I can't talk about statistics from 2025 yet because we're still in 2025, but I can kind of touch into 2024. Okay, so here's the deal. There's a variety of sources with these statistics, and they all come out to say that there are millions and millions of Americans that are actually experiencing domestic violence on a regular basis. So don't take this lightly, okay? And when I talk about this, keep in mind that the statistics are still estimated even for 2024. Why? Because a lot of this stuff goes unreported. You have men that feel ashamed of saying something. You also have women that just, they're scared. They don't want to say anything, okay? So at any rate, one source stated that over 12 million cases of domestic violence have been reported within the United States in 2024. They also state that every year this is the amount. Now, another source stated that it's actually women experience 49.0 women. 49% of women experience domestic violence on a yearly basis, and also 40.7% of men experience domestic violence. Okay? And like I was about to go into a minute ago, the issue is that those are estimated numbers. We still, because of underreporting, we still don't really know exactly the full numbers. So we're kind of estimating. I call it guesstimating. In other words, you're doing statistics with what you have. I stated during another video that when you're doing statistics, what I'm nervous about is who have I not gotten when I used to do statistics on a regular basis? Who have I not reached? And that can be a scary thing when you think about it, because you're really trying to get this done. Okay, so also I want to discuss how domestic violence actually affects the child. The child starts acting out. They start having problems in school. Depending on the age of the child, they could be using drugs. They're acting out at home, saying "Mom, Dad, F you." You don't know what, and they're reacting to it. Now sometimes the child is not being abused. The mom is the one that's being abused. But sometimes that happens because really the father wants to hit the child. If the child is experiencing abuse in the home, when I used to be an investigator, they allowed myself, as well as some of the buddies that I had that were police detectives, I was able to get involved, and then I was able to relay that information to him, and then we were able to go out and actually make sure that this is taken care of. Okay, sometimes CPS investigators, like I used to be, something would happen, and one question that I asked when I was in the house was, is there any domestic violence in the house? Because I need to know that even if we worked on the child, what about the parents? Is this going to end up being a safe environment for the child? Because the parents are not actually experiencing domestic violence. So that's something that I wanted to bring up. The other thing I want to bring up is the abuser. Believe it or not, you've seen it in movies, you've seen it on television, you've heard about it. Why is it that the abuser is usually somebody that everybody likes? It's usually somebody that is well respected within society, and that tends to happen. It's not always a butthead with a bottle of beer in his hand going, "Woman, get in the house. Shut up." It's not always like that. Sometimes it's a CEO of a company. Sometimes it's a director over a program or something. I mean, you don't know. Let me tell you something. A domestic violence can hit anybody's household if you don't watch it creeping up on you. Okay. Now, some would say, well, why does she stay? There are so many different reasons that I could give, but you would really have to ask if you know someone that's experiencing or has experienced domestic violence. I mean, or when someone stays in a relationship, you don't know. I think, and this is my perception. A lot of people, regardless of what relationship that they're in, if it's bad and they know it's bad, if they're staying, what it is, it's not that they like it. It's just that they may think that they can fix this situation. In domestic violence, there's a lot of things. Is the man a provider? Is she set up with resources to get out of her situation? Are there children involved? There's so many questions. And you can't blame the woman that's going through that. There's so many questions and so many answers. Okay? But definitely domestic violence is a problem throughout the United States. So that's it. That's all I had today. If you have any questions, definitely put questions, comments in the comment section. Definitely like the video because that'll help this information get to other people that might be experiencing this situation. So they just need to hear something. So you definitely want to do that and have a grand rising and have a wonderful, wonderful, time. The rest of you guys, you say wake in. I just say end of the cycle. I just speak differently. But anyway, have a good rest of your time today, a good Saturday, and I'll see you on the next one.